Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in EICMA in Milan, the biggest motorcycle exhibition in the world. At least I think it is. I've been hearing about this show for many years, actually since I got into motorcycling. But the problem was last year when I actually planned on coming here, and there was a new variant, COVID variant, that came in, and I just got cold feet about the whole situation. I didn't want to be stuck anywhere away from home, and so I didn't go. This year I said I'm going. I don't care if any variant, anything happens, I'm coming to the show. And I mainly came here because I was so curious about the Honda Transalp, because it's a bike that I always heard a lot about it. And I thought everyone predicted for last year, it didn't come through. Maybe it was a good reason why it didn't come. This year they launched it. They launched it a few days ago, and I just arrived, and I'm gonna go and check it out. And obviously I'm gonna show you all the bikes that I've looked here. I'm gonna see if I can record as much as possible to bring you the coolest bikes that's been launched. Anyway, get a coffee, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's go. So guys, before I actually show you the motorbikes, I just wanted to show you the scale of this place. Now you can see this building, which is huge. This is pavilion 1. There's 5 of them to go through. There, I think I'm on the 11th, and then there's 9. I think it goes all the way to 13, which is the one after. And it's just huge. I'm trying to find my way around it, think about which way is best to show you guys. Anyway, there's the opening areas here. You can see there's loads of opening areas with loads of food to drink. There's a massive pavilion on the side, actually 2 together. It's for motorcycle shows, so it's a live show. You can scan a QR code on this magazine and you can get the timetables. I'm going to see if I can do that as well to show you. But this is like nothing I've ever seen on all the bike shows that I've been in the UK, at least. This is huge, and the weather's not that bad. You know, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's a bit, you know, outside you can kind of get away, but inside is perfect with a t-shirt. Anyway, let me find my way around this and start recording some bikes for you. Hey guys, so it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just thought I would come outside and show you how busy this place is. This is pretty insane. Now, the good thing is there's loads of places to go, loads of places to eat, really nice food as well. Not fast food, it's actually, pretty decent hot food and really lovely sandwiches. It reminds me a little bit of Portugal in terms of what there is to offer in terms of food and drinks. And it's reasonable price as well. But the queues are huge, so one thing to consider. Anyway, let's go back and finish off this show. Hey guys, so it's 2:30, I'm calling it a day. I spent quite a few hours walking around, trying to do a bit of recording, a bit of Instagram, a bit of full video on YouTube. And I think I captured the most exciting bikes. And actually, more than that, there's so much to see. And there was obviously other areas that I didn't even cover, like accessories and clothing. There was plenty to see, plenty to keep you busy, but I know I'm shattered. So I'm gonna go back to Milan and have a look around, probably meet up with a friend and have a nice dinner. I think that's it for me. When I get to the hotel, I'll tell you a little bit more about my experience here. So let's shoot. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching until the end. I tried to cover as much as I could. I think I might have missed a few big brands, but honestly, inside, once you go inside, you kind of get lost. It's so much in the pavilions or halls are huge, and once you're inside, you kind of lose your north. And for that reason, I had to come out quite a few times, go in. And I think I covered most of them, but obviously if I didn't, apologies for that. Now, what I wanted to tell you a little bit about is about the exhibition. So the exhibition went from the 8th to the 13th of November, and the 8th and the 9th was pretty much focused on the press, so you wouldn't be able to go in. But then from the 10th to the 13th was open to the public, and that's when I went. Now the ticket cost me about £18 here in the UK, and you buy at the EICMA website, and obviously prices may vary depending where you are and depending each year. Queue to go in is pretty insane. It was super busy. I went in on a Saturday morning. I got there way before 9:30, which is the opening hours, and I was in a massive queue for about a whole hour to get in. There was a lot of walking from the tube station to the exhibition itself, and if you followed me on Instagram, you probably saw the whole journey. And but it was really exciting. It wasn't cold, so it was you were outside, you were walking. There's loads of people, and it's not very well organized in terms of the entrance. But maybe for me, because it was the first time in a different country, maybe I felt it wasn't, maybe it was, I don't know. I just feel like maybe here in UK things are slightly better organised in terms of the queuing system and the entry. I think there's better signs or signposting. So there was a very big list of exhibitors from manufacturers, parts manufacturers, and clothing, everything, tools. There was the whole, you can find everything, and you can probably get a really good buy, especially on parts and your clothing gear. But the only problem is whatever you buy, you have to bring it back, and if you're flying, it may not be the best option. But anyway, still lots of deals out there. In terms of the city, if you are planning to go to Milan for the EICMA exhibition, I would honestly advise you to stay a few more days if you can, even if it is just one more day, and to allow you to visit Milan, because Milan is such a beautiful city, from the culture, from the architecture, food, And the weather is amazing as well. You know, it was 17 degrees, so I could get away walking with a t-shirt and a light jacket, and I was good. Also, the price of food and drinks is so much cheaper than here in UK. And just to give you a very quick example, when I went to Milan in the center, I got a cappuccino and an espresso, and I paid €2.60. Now that's about what, 180, £1.80, and this is just, if I was to buy here, if even outside London, I'll probably spend about £6 at least. This just goes to show how cheap Milan is in comparison to the UK. So if you plan to go there, you don't need a lot of cash, and you definitely have a good time. So since we're talking about costs, I'll give you an idea of how much I spent on my trip. So I traveled on a Friday night and I came back on a Sunday night. I traveled with EasyJet. They had the best flights in terms of times and prices, and it cost me about £65, and I went late Friday, came back late Sunday, very late Sunday actually, and it was delayed. So anyway, let's not go there. When I got there, I paid about £12 for the train, a 30-minute ride to North Cardona, where I was going to stay, and this took me about 30 minutes. So there's trains every half an hour, at least in the evening. I'm sure they'll be more frequent during the day, but I got there at midnight, so I've got the next train available. In terms of the hotel, I stayed in a 3-star hotel and about 8-minute walk from North Cardona train station, and you know, it was £180 for 2 nights, and I think it was quite decent price because it was so well located and had breakfast included, which was great. So two days that I could eat as much as I wanted. It wasn't like the greatest breakfast you could find, but still it was included with the price. And the room was pretty decent. I actually didn't take any photos of the room because I was spending most of the time out, either looking at bikes in the show or walking around in the town centre with my friend Chris. And Chris, thank you so much for joining me in this trip. It was really good. If you can travel with a friend, it's always better than on your own. This is all from me today. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.